Hello, Fortress. My name is Lawrence Kelley. I live and preach at the Lost River Church in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I'm honored to participate in your chapel service this week. Now, you and I don't know each other, but I do know this about you. You're in the process of building a life, and every life is built on something. Some people build their lives on what others think. Some people build on achievements. Some build on comfort or shortcuts or whatever happens to feel easy today. But Jesus calls us to something stronger. He calls us to walk the narrow path, a path where we care more about what we're actually becoming than how we look on the outside. Jesus illustrates this idea with a powerful word picture at the end of the Sermon on the Mount. He contrasts a wise man who builds his house on a rock with a foolish man who builds his house on sand. Now, both houses experience the same storm, but the impact of that storm is very different. One stands firm while the other falls flat. So Jesus isn't giving us advice on how to avoid storms. Storms come to everyone. But he's explaining to us that storms serve a purpose, and that purpose is revealing the foundation that your life is resting on. If it's built on shallow things like human approval, comparison, or shortcuts, it won't hold up. But if it's built on obedience to Jesus, it will stand. To drive that home, let me tell you another story. There was a home builder who had a foreman who oversaw all of his construction projects. For nearly 40 years, they worked together, building houses and even entire subdivisions. Both of them were reaching retirement age. And so one day, the wealthy builder handed the foreman a set of blueprints and said, "We're going to build one last house together, and it's going to be our masterpiece. Now, I'm taking a trip to Europe, and I'll be gone for the better part of a year. So I'm putting the entire project into your hands. I want you to devote all your time and attention to it so that it can be finished when I return." And with that, he left. The foreman, who had been a faithful worker for decades, got to thinking, well, this is my last chance. And because my boss trusts me, he'll never check the books. And so this was his plan. On the outside, everywhere that people would see, he used the finest materials. It would look incredible, but in all the places that no one would see, he cut corners. He used thin concrete. He placed the stud walls too far apart. He used cheap insulation. He even used third-rate plumbing and electrical materials wherever they could be hidden, and he pocketed the difference. And so he finished the house just as the builder returned. Together they stood in the driveway looking at the magnificent house, and it was beautiful, just stunning on the outside. The owner looked at his foreman and said, "You know, you did a great job. It truly is a masterpiece. It's the best house we've ever built." And then he reached into his pocket, pulled out a set of keys, and placed them in the foreman's hand and said, "For 40 years of faithful service, this is your house." Well, students, that's us. We're building a life that we will have to live in forever. Day by day, you and I are becoming the person we will be for the rest of our lives. And you get to choose the materials. If you build your life out of shortcuts, on appearances, on what's easy, you will have to live inside the life that you built. And one day, that life will encounter a storm. And that's why Jesus invites you to build on something real, to build on Him, to not only hear His words, but to do them, to live them. That's the rock. That's the life that stands. That's the life God wants for you. The kingdom of heaven is within your reach, and Jesus is inviting you to build on Him, to build something that lasts. So let me close with this challenge to you. Where are you using cheap materials in the construction of your life? Are you doing things now that will fall apart when the storm hits? If so, Replace them with the grace and truth that Jesus offers you. And when the waters rise and the winds blow and the waves beat against you, you will stand strong.